Hey there everyone, Hitesh here and welcome to another Saturday Live. And yes, I'm a little bit early this time. And in case you don't know, I try to go live every single Saturday. So sometimes I miss, but I try my best to go live on every single Saturday. Hopefully that YouTube will send notification to all of you. I'll wait for a second so that rest of the audience can actually join up. In the meantime, I'll just do enable the slow mode and a bunch of other things. So for the time that if YouTube has sent notification, hey, how's it going on? How is life going on for you? I'll take up all of your questions and stuff. Just give me a few minutes. I just need to enable few settings, especially the slow mode. I wish YouTube could give me the option of enabling these kinds of things directly. And in the meantime, if you're here, just go ahead and hit that like button. Maybe subscribe as well in case you're up here. Enable slow mode and save. Okay, now let me pop out my chat. Okay, so now it's good. Let's bring up some of your chats on the screen. Hey Tarun, how is it going on for you? What did you eat for your dinner? No, didn't got time to have dinner. I will go for dinner after this live. It was running a little bit busy. Okay, last Saturday you missed, sir. I am waiting 30 minutes. Sorry, so sorry for that. I usually post on my Instagram. You can just ping me on Instagram, can ask that are you coming up live or not today. These are fun session. I hope you enjoy the audio and video quality that is being produced on this live. So that's extra bonus to all of you. Tech Boldy says love. Hey, thank you so much for that. Hope the things are going good for you. Okay, how to love with programming. I don't know. I don't know what's the recipe for that. It's something that you like or don't like it. But it's not like IT is all about programming. There are so many fields in IT. Okay, there is a big question by Shushrant. Did I butchered your name? Sorry for that, but let me take up the question. Hey Tesh, what's your take on focusing on being a better engineer versus starting some service-based startup on own? Uh, if you are in 20s now, what you will be doing? I did the same and I would do it again rather than just joining the company because I don't like it and just for the sake of joining it and just for earning some money. I would never join a company like that. If the goal of the company that I'm joining and my goal, the visions are aligning and we have the same goal and it's giving me a chance to upgrade better, I would like to stay off from a job and make myself a better engineer than just hurrying up and joining up. So that is something I would rarely do that. Do you know Telugu? I wish I could knew that. I knew that. I wish, but I don't. I wish I could have learned it a little bit more so that I could watch more movies. The movies in Telugu are amazing. I watched a few on Amazon Prime just by seeing the subtitle, but I wish I could understand that. Rahul says, teacher theme is amazing. Hey, in case you haven't got a chance to watch the video, I just rolled out my theme. Again, let me remind this to all of you. The goal was never to make a theme. I just tweaked out a few things which I liked according to my personal preferences. And a lot of you demanded that, hey, we need that theme. So eventually, there were so many settings to change out that I could not pass you on the settings.json. So instead of giving you that settings.json, I gave you an entire theme. You can just one click and install it. If you like it, that's great. If you don't like it, that's okay. You can uninstall it right away. But I would say at least give it a try so that maybe if you like it, if you don't like it, that's the power of being a programmer. If you don't like it, create one. Okay, so let's go up. Hello, sir. Enjoying your front-end course. Hey, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying that. Karnam says, sir, learned Angular from Learn Code Online. It's a great explanation, sir. Thank you. Hey, really happy that you have enjoyed the course and it's helping you out. Can you post a course on React Complete? I have already posted a course on Complete React and a little bit beyond that, including Redux and a whole bunch of other things. So you get that. Okay, do we get a bonus of late week live plus this Saturday live? Yeah, let's consider that. I'll stay longer than usually it was planned up. So I'll try to stay longer if the conversation still remains like with the same pace. I don't derive these conversation usually because I don't really believe that I should derive these conversation. It's all about you, what you ask and how much questions you ask and what kind of questions you ask. That all derives these Saturday Live. I don't derive them with giving you my updates or anything what's happening. I rarely do that. I think that's going on. And some of you were saying that VS Code extension is not working for me. Make sure you're updated with the VS Code version 1.57. That's the latest version you need to be at least because I posted this extension just today. So it's not backward compatible. So make sure your VS Code is absolutely updated to the date. So try it one more time. 1.57 is necessary for that. Okay, here's an interesting one. I'm a 15-year-old and I got a job as full stack developer where I use Django. Thank you very much. Your course, okay, although you have taken up my course, that's great. You have got a job, fantastic. But let me tell you one thing. In this world of programming, we never expect you to tell your age, your religion, your caste, your gender. It is not expected. All it is expected is what is your goal, your achievement, what can you do, what cannot you do, what you have to learn, what you have to explore. This is all what we care about. So adding up your age or something like that doesn't make sense. If you would have said, I have 15 years of coding experience, wow, that's awesome. But saying that I'm 15-year-old, this actually shows how naive you are. And I'm not trying to bash you down, but I think this is the right time that you stop putting up name in the start of the sentence. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, how to use your master's effectively to land a very good job. Research paper. Get as much as good research paper as you can, and that's going to land you up in the great job. Research paper is the way to go for it. Okay, Shraddha says, hey Tesh, following your MERN course, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your gesture here. Thank you so much. somebody is sharing just unnecessary share buying advice to, I don't know why, random stuff. Ajinkya says, thank you for sharing your knowledge. Learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. I have equally learned from you guys as well. A lot about how to manage stuff, manage YouTube, a lot about the things and tweaks. I have improved a lot, and all thanks to you. That we have mutual understanding and mutual benefit here. You are training me a lot, and I'm training you a lot. So it's a win-win situation for all of us. Harshad says, VS Code theme is dope. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. How to handle imposter syndrome. It's common. It's kind of a thing which everybody faces in life whenever there's a bug and you are not able to solve it. So it's a common thing. It happens. Lunatic says, did you watch Radhe? What should I tell you more? Your name is enough. I don't need to say anything more to you. You got your name up right here. Nothing more. Okay, data structure or algorithm, which one should I learn first? Assuming that you have learned your programming and it's good foundation of your programming and you have built up a one or two project, they go mostly hand in hand. You can go algorithm a little bit later. Data structure is comparatively easy, wouldn't say much easy, but comparatively it's easier to get started with. But these are not, you should separate them. If you are going into the depth, why not just finish them up? Okay, free stuff online, entirety thing which I post on YouTube, a whole lot of courses at Learn Code Online, they are free. That's the best I can do, and that's the only thing I can do. Don't expect me to open up my entire library for free or just for some rupees. That's not going to happen. That is not. Okay, can you please discuss the quick roadmap of cloud computing? The roadmap kind of a stuff. It's getting popular. There was a time when top 5 was getting much more popular, and nowadays the roadmap is getting popular. Instead of roadmap, I would think that in this year or maybe in the start of next year, I would rather to put up a course rather than just giving you a roadmap. See, giving you a roadmap, become a front end developer. Rather, I would prefer to give you a list of my courses that you can take and become an actual front end developer. I think that approach is much more straightforward, and you don't just fumble around here and there. That is. Shraddha says, "Hey, tagged you in all the Instagram assignment over Insta. I didn't receive it actually. Sometimes people actually tag me in their stories and their account is private. That might be the case. Check that again. It's common thing. If I receive any assignment, I always make sure that I uh, appreciate that, or at least check that out, or put some heart on that, something like that. Uh, Please speak Hindi. Uh, nope. Let's just keep the conversation in English, because you have also used English to write this speak. Please speak Hindi. So yeah, you're also using English actually. Okay. Why you didn't came last Saturday? Sorry. Actually, I was finishing up a project which is finished now, and in the next week I will do a major announcement of that project, and I'll launch that as well. That's why I was finishing it up, and doing some kind of stuff related to that. But rest assured, I will update you in this week that in what thing I was busy from the last 6 months. A whole lot of updates are going to be coming up this week. Hopefully, not sure, expecting that. Okay, teacher theme dark is now my VS Code. Hey, great. Thank you so much if you liked it so much. I do have another theme which I have never showed in my tutorials. That's a light theme. I designed it from one of my friend. He actually asked me to get a theme. He didn't like it that much. He said, dark is not for me. I work in light mode. Can you design something in light mode? I have actually designed one for him. I have never rolled it out. I've never showed it in public. But yes, I do have a light theme as well. It's not white. It's a little bit dull in color, but it still gives you a feeling of white, but your eyes are not that much hurt. I'll try to release that. But the problem is, I don't know when I will roll it out, because I don't get that much of time to publish these things. And publishing this theme is actually a whole process in itself, and Azure and stuff. So, okay, quite a lot of chats are going on. Okay, that's too many chats that are coming up. Okay. Why without Bootstrap I cannot make good or responsive website? Probably you don't know CSS, or probably you're not aware about Materialize or Tailwind CSS. Yeah, that seems like one of this issue is there. Okay, I'm 1.8 years of experience. See, told you, this is how you do it. You don't say I'm 18-year-old, you say I have 1.8 years of experience. This is how we talk. In Java full stack in service-based company, I got 60% hike. Ah, that's quite good. How can I increase? Where's the question? How can I increase more than 100%? I'm serving notice period 3 month. Switch to job, move into companies which are well funded and are there. Because if you're going in the startup or a new company, if this much of hike is there, I think they have done a pretty good job. 60% hike, I think it's pretty decent enough. But again, I'm not judging you. You can change the careers or jobs however you like. I think switching up jobs would be one of the way. And if you can offer more skills to the company, then obviously you will get more payment. Okay. Okay, so there is a super chat. Let me just quickly find that up. Okay, where is the super chat? Come on. There it is. Let me bring that up. Okay. I have 11 months experience as a full stack developer, MERN stack in a startup. And before that, I had approx 6 years of gap from my BTech. Okay, that's serious. I want to switch jobs. Please suggest how to build resume and approach HR to get interviews. First, do something really awesome. You already got 11th month of experience and you are already a full stack developer. I would say do something really, really hard work, because 6 years of gap is not small. I'm not asking you to share the reason, because I know everybody has its own problems and issue. But regardless of that, companies are going to ask you the question that why this 6 years of experience or this gap was there. And they are not looking forward to ask for an excuse. They are not looking for that I got this relative ill, or I was ill, I was in the bed rest. Okay, regardless whatever your thing is, company is for profit. So make sure you offer them a little bit more. Just the full stack is not going to cut through. Maybe uh, fill it up more with a little bit of cloud computing, GitHubs, and maybe mobile development, a little bit experience in the database stuff as well. In the world of web, we don't need actually somebody to give us a job. We can just come up with our own fictitious project, can deploy them, and can show that this is what I can do. And if you are calling yourself as a front end or a full stack developer, I think you should have 5 to 6 projects in your bag, or at least one which is fairly complex. Maybe a social media, comments inside the comments, like, dislike, and maybe more chat is there, live real time chat is there, maybe a video call is there too. So build a little bit complex so that it can show you, and that's the only way that how you can achieve and build a good resume. And then approaching the HR is same as everybody else. You reach out through your contacts, networks, and keep an eye on LinkedIn and other such scenarios. Okay, sounds interesting. Can you at least show it later about the light theme later, sir? Like in Insta story? Yeah, I can post Insta story about that. I need to find where that is, because it was initially was just a settings.json that I gave to my friend. It was not a theme, but yeah. Okay. Let me pick up more of these questions. Another super chat by Jay. It says, your words on Ionic framework, Ionic versus React Native. I haven't worked that much on Ionic, so I'm biased on the React Native side in this case. If I would have worked on it, something like Flutter or something, I would have in a better position to answer this, but I am not because I haven't worked on Ionic ever. Like, even haven't done a Hello World on Ionic ever. Didn't got the time for that. Okay, so okay, let's pick up more questions. Okay, please, sir, tell me about your AWS course. I'm waiting. Why are you waiting for that? Because it's not gonna come up anytime soon. See, making a course or boot camps takes around 3 months or 2 months at a minimum. That is the minimum when I get started with that. And when I will get started with a particular course, that is really a lot of questions and a lot of scenarios going on. So any course doesn't come up before 3 months. That is a lot of time to put effort and all of that. And then we have to put it up in 199. So I wouldn't say that you should wait for anything. That's why I don't roll out information that what course is coming up next. I have literally no idea, and I don't share this information that what course is coming up next, and neither you should speculate on that. Okay, Pratyush says JavaScript is the most underrated course in LCO. It deserves at least 200 pricing and a certificate too. I wish. If the moment I include a pricing with any course itself, then I can include the certificate, because these are ISO certificates. So if anytime any audit happens, I need to show them that, yeah, there was a payment involved, there was a test involved, there was a theme involved. So I don't want to get into trouble. So I cannot charge or allocate certificate for the free courses. So I'm kind of bound with the little bit of laws there. Future of .NET 6 and Blazor. It looks very promising. It looks so much promising that after seeing the demo of from the Microsoft on the YouTube channel, I realized that now is the time to get my hands dirty with .NET 6. It is that good. All the problems were already, most of them were fixed in .NET 5, but I think .NET 6 looks so much promising. It's going to go length and breadth all around. This is kind of a hidden thing which is going on. Why VS Code is extension? Come on. What is that question? Why VS Code is extension? Like, what do you want to ask here? Can you be a little bit more precise? I can answer that. Sanju says, what's your date of birth? Second. Second is my date of birth. Okay, there is a Dipankar Roy. If is there anyone who can teach me any programming language, I will pay him 1 lakh per month. Please help me. with a kid's photo. Absolute. I think that's definitely not his photo. So if anybody can teach him, here's your job offer for 1 lakh rupees. Go ahead and try this out. You can just find this guy and can do a reach him out, spam him a little bit. 1 lakh is a pretty good per month. So teach him programming for the next 6 months and you are good for a Europe trip. Okay, switch case has finally arrived in Python 3.10. Not good. Switch case was never required in Python. I don't know why they included it. Switch case is not there in, like, not switch case, but there are a lot of things which are missing in the Golang too, and they are not required. So I don't know why they came up with this decision that we should bring switch case in Python. There was no such need of that. I never felt the need of using a switch case scenario, to be honest, anywhere in the code. If you're testing for that much of situation, you should definitely try out more on that. You can use an array and use a method of does it included in the array or not, something like that. Okay, how did you go about your programming journey as a beginner? I started with Python as a necessity to comb through a lot of data, CSV type of data, and Wireshark packet data. So that's how I got started in Python. And I realized the power that what things I can build in the Python. And then I went into the development role, and after that, never looked back. Okay. No, I'm not ignoring any super chat. Hey, Roktim, I'm not ignoring any super chat. All they get hanged up right now. Only 2 super chats are hanged up. One is from Gaurav, and another one is from Kumar Sarvesh, which I'm coming up to the Kumar Sarvesh guy. I'm just finding that. So no, I haven't ignored any of that. I'm just trying to find it. Okay. It's difficult to find. Did my slow mode got enabled or not? Okay, anyways, in case this doesn't come up, let me answer the Kumar Sarvesh question. I cannot bring it up on the screen. I don't know where it is. After doing your MERN React course, I'm doing UI UX design course before picking up a freelancing project. It will have a benefit in the world freelancing. Please comment. Yes, of course, you will have a huge advantage because majority of the client actually comes up with directly a project. They have no idea how this is going to look like or this is going to shape like. So having an extra knowledge of UI UX, definitely you can charge more, but also it will save a lot of time in the programming world. Like you will have a dedicated target, like this is how we want to go, this is how things are going to look like, and this is how the data flow is going to look like. That has an exceptional advantage over anything else. So yeah, that is, I think, a great strategy. I think everybody should actually listen to this strategy that instead of getting hurry up in earning the money, this is a great strategy that you learn programming, you are exploring a little bit more on UI and UX. Follow Pablo here, and Pablo actually gives a lot of advice and all of that. I still need to bring him on the channel. We just talk on Instagram, and after that, we don't talk much. React Native or MERN after completing React.js. If you have taken up my React.js course, I would recommend to go MERN first because it will align a lot of things, the way how these structures are designed. You're going to find yourself right at home, but it's not like it is compulsory. You can go for React Native too, but my recommendation would be to go for MERN course first. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up more questions. Okay, Chandra says, sir, in React Native, I have created my own component for checkbox, radio, and drop-down related work. Should I use them for real project or use third-party or native component? Will there be any performance issue? No, if you have designed them, I don't think so. Anything can be more lightweight than that. So go ahead and use your own component. Other components actually brings a lot of bloatware which you don't need. So they get installed in your system and stuff like that. So I think if you have designed up your own component, there is nothing better than that, and plus added experience. So nothing can beat that. Go for your own stuff that you have built up. I'm always on the pro side of if you have built something, then go for that. Okay, Ankit Srivastav says, is it a good idea to learn MERN stack and Vue and consider it equivalent to Maven stack? We don't have Maven stack at LCO. I can build only limited amount of stack in the given time. MERN stack is there, but We have a separate course on Node and Angular, and you learn a lot about Angular and API handling so that you can combine these kinds of course on your own. Like if I bring up Angular as a stack in the mode in the Node, Mongo, Express kind of a stuff, then Vue will be left out. And if I bring up Vue, other framework will be left out. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to create these courses. I'm trying my best. iOS dev in 2021, will it gonna help in placement? Where are you from, Harjot? This actually depends. If you are asking for iOS role in the cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, surely you can easily grab job. But remember, iOS is kind of a development which not a small scale companies don't do iOS development. They prefer to go Flutter or React Native. Only the high scale companies like LinkedIn does everything in the native world in the Android and iOS as well. But a whole lot of Indian companies don't do it. So make sure wherever you're applying, yes, there are enough jobs of iOS, in fact, high paying. But make sure you're applying at the right place in the right company. You know that these companies' stack is actually iOS. That is the most important. Okay, so I saw another super chat. Okay, so yeah, this was the Dhruv's super chat. Please suggest a better UI framework for Vue 3 apart from Vuetify, as Vuetify is developing a version from ground from for Vue 3, and it will take more time. I guess for validation, I'm using Vuelidate. This is the problem. Vue doesn't have that much of big community. Don't get me wrong; it has its own fan base and everything, but it doesn't have that much of big community that we can show you a whole lot of frameworks for better UI and stuff. Of course, the regular players like even the Bootstrap is not that much compatible with the Vue 3. So Vue is right now in the transition phase of moving from 2 to 3. There is no shortcut. There is no way. You have to bring up your own storybook or storyboard or something and have to bring up your own custom environment. Sadly, I cannot suggest you anything because there is nothing out there right now. Ah, quite a lot of talk. Okay, that is an interesting question. And I need to find it again. Okay, Azure or AWS for future. Currently, I have hands-on experience with Azure Pass, a feature. Uh, AWS is definitely market leader, and if you're looking up for jobs, definitely AWS has got a lot of jobs compared to Azure. But it's not like Azure is also attracting a lot of clouds, a lot of companies are moving, but AWS hands down has got a lot of things. Okay, there is a question by Rishu. Sir, I made the payment of rupees 100 for retake the exam of MySQL Bootcamp, but I can't take the retake exam. It's not like you can just pay and you just retake. You have to wait for a couple of days because everything is processed manually on the retake exam, and Saturday, Sunday doesn't go with any processing. So if you have made a payment on, let's just say, Friday evening or Friday-ish, then it will be processed on the next Monday. Or if I'll sit on the ticket checking in between, then I'll do that. So don't worry. We will get you enabled onto the retake. It's not like you just make a payment and automatically does that. Wait a little bit, and especially on the Saturdays and Sunday, we don't work on Saturdays and Sunday. I don't expect my any of the team member to work on Saturday and Sunday. So have patience a little bit. You look like Virat Kohli. No, nowhere near. Nowhere near. He's a big, big legend. Shouldn't even compare him with me or me with him. He is way beyond the league. He has defined the definition of fitness and how much fitness can be there in the cricket too. So he is league apart. There is an important question by Dolly. It says, how to choose among all the CS field? You choose based on what you really want to do. What is something that you want to make? And that can be not just a website or a mobile app. It can be something you want to analyze some data. You want to build up some models. So fields are relatively like you can count them on hands. So you are interested more on design or how the user flows into the app or to create a web application or the backend database. You decide that first, what makes you interest. But the important thing is how you're going to decide that what makes your interest. And this is why I say that in your code life or your student life, you explore as much as field as you possibly can. What if Google backed off from Flutter Stack? No big deal. It's still open source. Something else will come up. Facebook also backed off from a similar project in the Firebase, so nothing big. These things happens. This is like corporate world. Pretty expected this kind of stuff. Sayed Alam, thank you so much for super chat. Okay, there are more super chats coming up. First one is from Mobile Gamer. Okay, I am 27. Uh, a digital marketer. I want to switch to programming. What language should I start with in this current market for freelancing or job? It is advisable. You should definitely start with my free course on JavaScript because it will give you a feel that whether you like programming or not. Surely you can buy a few courses as well, but my recommendation would be try out my free series. It's on YouTube as well. It's on Learn Code Online. I'd recommend to learn on Learn Code Online because on YouTube, after 3 videos, you'll be watching cat videos. No point in wasting that much of time. So rather download the Learn Code Online app. The course is absolutely free. Try and see and just watch the videos. Do you like even programming? Do you understand the syntax, what I'm saying or not? And then decide that whether you want to switch into programming or maybe you can explore more about cloud or UI UX. There are a lot of fields here, including networking. So start with my free series on JavaScript. Kumar Sarvesh says, Guruji, that's a big word. I am helpless because you haven't a course on UI and UX design. Sadly, I don't have it. That is a damn reason I'm learning from somewhere else. Hope to see. Where's the question? Hope to see a Figma course at LCO. Thanks. First, it's okay to learn from other places. In fact, I recommend you to learn from all other places and all other instructor that you can find around. It's always a good thing. And yes, there is no UI and UX course because I'm not yet expert in the UX. I can design UI elements and I design them quite frequently on Adobe XD to just keep in touch and be in the practice world. But UX is a whole different game. How the user flow will happen, how to use this button instead of this button, where should I keep the button at the top. I don't like the search optimized search boxes. Can there be an alternative for that? There is a whole lot of study that you have to do and it requires a couple of years at least to go with that. I haven't started that journey of UX. UI, yes, I know it. I can teach you as well. But UX, that is not my skill right now. So I would hate myself if I teach you something where I don't have that much of expertise. Even if I have little expertise, I would love to teach that and explore it more. But nah, UX, I'm not comfortable in teaching. My habit is to pick up the things and do a pro level work on that. Sadly, I cannot do it in UX. If you're learning from other place, that's good. And in fact, I would recommend all of the people here that you should learn from someplace else on the UI UX. There is no shortage of people on the internet. I'm on d2desk.com. If want to teach, I will pay you 1 lakh for sure. Okay. Uh, that's an interesting offer for 100 rupees chat. I like this, that now it is a super chat. Okay. If you're interested in paying me 1 lakh rupees, why don't you just take out my courses? They don't cost 1 lakh. They just cost 300, 400 rupees. What's the intention behind this chat? I really don't understand. Reach me out on Instagram. Maybe if there is an interesting offer, we can try that. Hiba says, what should we do as a third year BTech student to get a job in FANG companies? I already have projects like e-commerce, InstaClone, and chat. The only thing that you have to do after that is take my interview preparation course and that's it. You don't have to worry about competitive programming or anything like that. That course is not filled with 500 questions or 5,000 questions. Precise, limited question, what is expected in these interviews, how to prepare for these interviews, some sample 50, 60 questions, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And then repeat those courses again. That's the only way. And do expect that you'll be giving 5, 6 interviews. Don't expect that in the first round I'll clear that. Hey, that I never cleared the first round of the Google. I never did that. But eventually, after like 5, 6 interviews and 5, 6 attempts, I first cleared Amazon. Then I got a contract work on Google, and since then life has been easy on me. Okay. Hello, Hitesh, sir. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Hope you are doing good as well, sir. Okay, so did I miss the super chats? Yes, there are some super chats. In React Native, JS thread FPS going in negative. How to handle that? Please elaborate. I need to see that what situation you are handling. I need to see the code as well, that where your threads are going on and what all more features you are using. Are you switching the flipping the screens, or you're just overlapping the screen? Because one of the common scenario is when you keep on piling up the screen back over back and you don't just flush it out. That's one of the case, but I need to see the code for that. And again, I cannot actually tell you anything without seeing the code, and sharing the code is really not something. Okay, Red Mesh says, hey Tesh, what is eternal exploit? Is it dangerous for us? If the word exploit is there, it is dangerous. It comes into the territory of Metasploit and stuff, which I'm away from now. I'm not into that kind of territory anymore. Okay, Google Cloud Run or any Docker as a service versus manual setup Docker environment on Linux. Sunil K. Samantha. Okay, I have no idea what this question is trying to ask. Let me try to read that one more time. Google Cloud Run. I don't have much of experience on Google Cloud Run as of now, but let's just see. Or any Docker as a service versus manual setup Docker environment. Uh, if you're using something like Kubernetes that can actually resolve a lot of issues for you, I think I'm going in the right direction. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask here, but instead of going for the Docker manual setup, I personally would prefer that if any application is going for a Docker manual setup, I would love to put up a containerized situation in the Kubernetes. Whether these Kubernetes are in DigitalOcean or AWS, I'll prefer that. But sorry, I'm not much aware about the Google Cloud Run. I need to study that more. I haven't studied Google Cloud yet. I am just into AWS from last few years now. So this is okay. Is video coming on React.js 18? Yes, definitely. It was supposed to go out today, but it didn't. Hopefully tomorrow or day after tomorrow, it will come out. I need to definitely discuss a little bit on the version 18. It has a lot of promising feature, and I think the days of Gatsby and Next, they need to do something. They need to do something. You look like Mark Zuckerberg with t-shirt. I don't sell your data. Come on. Am I? No, I'm not selling any of your data. I'm not even in the position to acquire some company like Instagram or anything. I don't have that much money. Okay. Have you tried Rustlang? Sadly, yes. Horrible, horrible idea to learn Rust. No, language is great. Language is great. But the learning curve is so much, and I was so much pissed off onto this work that I was assigned first, and that has for that I had to learn Rust. I spent 1.5 months of my night time in just going with the Rust. It is so much of a nightmare language. If I'll try to start teaching you Rust, my subscriber count will go in negative. It is that much bad of a language. Proficient, great. Performance, really great. Uh, all these null safety and everything, they are great, but it's a nightmare to learn. Did you know Ben Award? Yes, I once had interaction with Ben on Instagram. He said that, hey, can we have a chit chat on the Dodge House? And then the Dodge House actually got shut down. So yeah, I had a couple of interaction with him. Two super chat missed. Okay, looks like two super chat has been missed. Let me try to find that. See, the problem is YouTube doesn't hang up all these super chat. I guess only after a certain threshold amount they hang these chats at the top. Okay, there is another super chat here, but it is hanging. Oh my god, my chat window is even hanging. So many of the chats. Okay, I found one. There is a super chat by Nilesh. Okay, finally reloaded. It says, just a thanks message for me. Oh, so nice. I used to watch your videos during my placement, and recently I got placed in a good product based company. Hope to meet you someday and have a nice day. Love that. I would absolutely love that, Nilesh. If you are in any of the company, just let me know. Ping me up on Instagram. In my next Instagram visit, I am actually due to meet a lot of people. So, one of my friend actually reached me out to meet again. You might be knowing him with the name of Roman Seni. schoolmate from an academy. He said, "Hey Tesh," his team actually reached me out and said, "Hey Tesh, it would be awesome to reach out to get a get together with you. So next time I'm gonna be going, I'll be there at the campus of an academy. I will probably be there at the campus of Razorpay too, a couple of other companies as well. So if you are in any company or something, uh, something like that." Okay, that is interesting. Why this guy is again sending the super chat? Python is becoming so much of a popular language for backend development, which is relatively simple as well. So, do you think that the crowd will, with Python skill, gonna make? Yes, I think. In fact, not I just think, but a lot of people are using Python to design the web APIs. In fact, we did it couple of times. You didn't notice it, but yes, we designed a couple of our APIs in the Django because it was really urgent work that we needed to finish up within 2 3 days, one over a night. So we used Python for that. We never are centric on that. Like we teach JavaScript, we will go just with JavaScript. No, we have even designed some of our APIs that we use at Learn Code Online in just PHP also. Again, a super chat that I have tried so many courses, but I never learned any code. I am trying 5 years, so please help me to complete d2desk.com. It's my dream tech startup. Okay, I think you should stop sending me super chats here. I get your message, and you should definitely try out with my courses because the amount of super chat that you have sent up here, my courses cost same. So give it a try. I think you are a little bit frustrated. That's okay. It happens in the programming world. So listen to this advice very carefully. The world of programming is full of frustration, and I know you have tried so many times with different courses. But if you're not going to try and find the best instructor that you're looking forward, you're never going to learn it. So don't feel disheartened and don't spend the money like I'll pay 1 lakh to teach me programming or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. I think that's not good. I can definitely take that 1 lakh rupees and can say that I'll teach you, but probably you will not like me as well. What you're going to do then? So the better advice is to try out some of my free courses and figure out if you like them or not. And probably instead of paying 1 lakh rupees, you can just pay me 200, 300 rupees for my courses and probably can come up with your own startup. Previously, so many people have done it. I'm not doing these things to earn 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees. I surely can earn that. I'm even earning way more than that. But it's good for you. This is a good advice for you that instead of spending and sending me 1 lakh rupees, just talk to me on Instagram and just take the courses which cost just fractions of rupees. 500, 600 is more than good enough. And you can learn that. I know this sounds ridiculous that why this guy is not taking and welcoming the money. I am welcoming it. It's not like I'm not, but I think this is better for you. So I won't be doing anything which is not good for you and just good for me. You get the idea. Thank you so much for super chat of 29. That's a unique amount. Is there any UI development course in Learn Code Camp? I don't know what's Learn Code Camp, but if you're referring for Learn Code Online, not yet. But I think I can put up a course on UI development. That would be fun. We can do that. But remember, UI, UX, totally different. Just because it's almost like car and carpet, they are not same. Okay. RD Film says, "Hey Tesh, how to find new startup to join as a fresher in full stack web development?" Keep an eye on Product Hunt. That is one of the things that you should never ever want to mess up. Product Hunt is a website. Also keep an eye on Angel List. There are a lot of startups get listed, and also keep an eye on around the market. Like you might be interested in certain kind of market, maybe payment market, education market, health market, cars. So keep an eye what's happening new in your market, and that's the only way to find new startup. I am in an unfair advantage position where startups reach out to me and explain about their concept and stuff. Uh, Again, I don't expect that you will be in that unfair advantage situation. I'm really lucky and I'm blessed. I say thank you so much that I am in this situation, but not a lot of people are. Okay, let's pick up more questions up here. Sir, can BCA MCA student get a job in Amazon SDA? 100%, 100% if you have skills. PowerTech says, is there any discount on courses? Uh, what should I tell you more on that? Come on. Please don't do this. Why do you want a discount on like these courses? Come on, 199, 299, 1000 rupees, couple thousand rupees. You want a discount on that? Uh, how did you spend for buying a laptop? And if you're, I understand sometimes you don't have a situation of going with that, but in that case, you can look for the free resources. I'm using Vue.js in my project and very much comfortable too. Is it worth learning React also? Any issue in using Vue for larger projects? Yes, you should be learning React. I know you are very comfortable with Vue, but now is the time to get out of the comfort zone. The market is huge. You have absolutely no idea what kind of bigger market you are missing up. It's almost like saying, hey, I expect a direct cash. Should I keep a Paytm on my shop or a phone pay on my shop? Yeah, it's almost that level. Okay, Chaitanya says, how to become a software engineer which does contract work like you? Please share your journey. Uh, Contract work, it's not, to be honest, that easy to actually bag up. You need a little bit of your internal resource to find out that when the new contract work is appearing up. And sometimes maybe the team is allowed to hire all these contract works. I need to share a lot more than this, and probably I'll lose my contract works if I share too much because it would be too much crowdy there. Um, Sorry, but I think that I cannot have share much more on the contract work that I'm doing. You missed the super chat. Okay, nice. Your thoughts about Kotlin for Android, and then there are lots of .5. I think that's some smiley which I'm missing up, but I think Kotlin and Android are doing good, decent. But I think somebody needs to just right click and permanently delete the original file of Android Studio and then rewrite this Android Studio. The majority of the problem which is having in the development of the Android is the experience with the Android Studio. It is so much baggy. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So badly written software. It's so bulky, heavy. Uh, like, yeah, if they just scrap off this Android Studio, I think entirety of the thing uh, can become really, really great. Okay, there's a super chat. Let's pick up that. Okay, hi sir. I'm asking this question out of context, but just curious. Do you watch any TV series? And if yes, what's the latest one you have watched? I'm waiting for the Loki to come up. Yes, I do watch a lot of series. I have finished up the Agents of Shield as well recently. I got time after a lot of time. I haven't finished up this series, La Casa de Papel. What's the name in this one? I actually forget. Money Heist. Yeah, remember that. So I haven't yet finished entirely Money Heist. I need to watch that. Was not getting time, but now I'm free. I'll watch that again. I'm waiting for the Loki to release all the episodes because just one episode is not gonna cut through me. I'm not that much patient in that scale, so I would wait for that. Okay. Do you, sir, do you know something about SSB, Service Selection Board? I have a startup idea. Can I get your valuable advice? No, I won't be much more help in that area because I never applied or tried into the government sector. Uh, I was very clear about what to do, what not to do from the very start. I knew that government job is not that much robust and shiny as I wanted to get in, and I thought that I can do much better for the company, the entire country, not company, feels like a company these days, but I can do better job in the teaching world. So I wanted to come up here. So I never applied for any government job. Why to waste a seat for some potential candidate who is far better than me just by applying it? If you're not going to do it, why to just waste a seat? So I think everybody should think like that. That if you're not going for that interview, you're not going to take that job, just let someone else take that seat or job. That will solve a lot of problem, but people need to think about it. Okay. Loki released yesterday. All the episodes are out, or just one episode is out? Last time I checked, there was just one episode out, so I thought I'll watch it later on. But if all episodes are out, I'll definitely love to watch it. Okay. Ankush says, I already messaged you on Insta, said I'm fresher and I joined a startup as a software developer, but changed the job within 55 days and joined a stable company as data engineer. Is it a good decision? Yes, of course. If you have just left with the 5 days, I think it's a great decision because 5 days is not going to count as an experience. You have directly joined in just one company with data engineer. So you shouldn't be much worried. It's like you went into the company, you didn't like it, and you just moved out. I don't think so. You might have completed your formalities even. Okay. Can we ask doubt and learn code online? All the paid courses they come up with the doubt section as well as the team that handles all of your doubt. Free courses runs with the community support. So if you post any doubt, somebody free user who is taking the course can answer that. For the paid courses, we provide doubt handling and all those support. Do you watch Bollywood movie? If not, then please try Tumbad, one of the best. Yes, I've already watched that. What do you think? I watched them a lot, but the movie should be good. It's not like people don't like to watch Bollywood movie. There is still a big craze of watching Bollywood movies, but you need to make good movies. If you make movies like Bahubali, everybody watched it because it was a good mythological concept. Everybody loved it, enjoyed it. So just make good movies. Everybody would watch it. Okay, Church it says, I don't like coding. Already invested money in college. Maybe you will like networking. Maybe you will like UI UX. Maybe you'll like cloud computing. Uh, Maybe there are lots of fields in the CS. So it's not like you can just be done. I cannot do anything. I don't like coding. There is enough of great fields available there. Okay, there is a super chat by Sambit. It says, I'm going through your interview prep course. Can you please answer why our company, in case of service based company, as their domain is not constant? Okay. Let me go through with again what is. I'm going through your interview prep course. Can you please answer why our company, in case of service based company, as their domain is not constant? I'm probably not able to understand this question. I'm really, really sorry. You made a super chat and I'm not able to understand this. Reach me out on Instagram. I'll try to help you out, but I'm not really able to understand what you really wanted to ask in this. Is it related to course something that I'm teaching inside the course, or is it related to like why service-based company domain is not constant? Probably you are asking that why in the service-based company we are not assigned only on just one project because it's a service-based company. They get some of the, they're kind of a bigger level freelancer. They get one project of Harley, then they get a project of DVS Bank. So they keep on switching team between that, if that's what you're trying to ask. Sorry, I was not able to understand that. I'm terribly sorry for that. Okay, Nitin says, took your Flutter, Mern, etc. course. All I got to say, I have earned 20x return in just past 6 months doing freelancing. Thank you so much. So this means, Nitesh, one iced tea due on you. So whenever next time we get a chance to meet, you're going to pay the bill for the iced tea. I think that's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. So if I get a chance to meet you, please pay my bill for iced tea. And that's it. I'm really happy for you that these courses and everything are giving you so much of advantage. I'm trying my best to bring up more courses and all of that. Why are you selling courses for such a cheap price? I wanted to make them free. At one point of time, I had a website, educationtube.net. I wanted to make all of these courses absolutely for free, but that model is not survivable because there are not Bill Gates in India. There are not enough of Bill Gates in India who can support and donate me enough that I can keep doing all of these things for free and can bring up a team. So I decided I will charge something, but almost very cheap. And uh, this will amplify my dream of providing quality education at affordable price to everyone. This is from the day one on the website of Learn Code Online, quality education at affordable prices. And quality by in term just not the content delivery. Yes, of course, everybody works on that, but I work extra on audio, video, preparation material, code exercise, code files, in providing you support in the question and answer. Everything is going on. Okay, you are a React fanboy like Ben. Just kidding, respect. Uh, yeah, if it is making me money, why I shouldn't be a fanboy of it? If tomorrow Angular makes me a ton of money, why wouldn't I be a fanboy of Angular? Jagdish says, tips to improve communication skills, literally like the way you communicate. Your English is awesome. No, my English is horrible according to Indian standards, but in all over abroad, it is appreciated that it is very clear, it doesn't have any of the heavy accent, and you are able to convey your thoughts. But in case if I go for same thing in India, everybody just gives me once and now a big lecture that how inconsistent your language is, how it is not having grammatical correction, and a whole bunch of other things. So this is the tip for you. Who cares? Stop caring about people and start speaking it. Watch more stuff in English without subtitles, definitely, and it will help you to speak more. You know English very well, you can write it, I can see that. You just need a little bit confidence. And confidence only comes up when you just say to the society and the people nearby who are just unnecessarily tabooing you, go F yourself. Sorry, but that's the fact. Okay. Srinath says, is Accenture good to join as a fresher? Your views? I would say I keep these companies onto the same categories. Accenture, TCS, Wipro, I keep them on the same level. They are all service based companies. They provide team to different companies like DBS Bank, Harley Davidson, and all these big product based company to manage their softwares and all these things. So at one level, you can say, yeah, these are good companies. You get a chance to meet with a lot of teams and companies, but these are not product based companies. Companies like Swiggy, Zomato, they might be at a lower scale in the production and staff compared to those Accenture and TCS, but I think they are literally doing a lot benefit. Like, just think about it now. Like, what is happening? We have the biggest company, Infosys and TCS and Wipro, and we don't have even three products from these companies that we can see as the consumer product. Google, you can name thousands of products. Facebook, you can name thousands of products. Apple, you can name thousands of products. So definitely there is something wrong in these companies that they are focusing too much on service. They have skill, they have manpower, they have budget, everything is there, yet they are not able to come and give India a good product. What they gave us? A website of income tax? That is like, I don't want to say anything on that. But yeah, I'm not happy with the performance of these. Doesn't mean I don't buy their share. I buy them, but I'm not happy what they are doing for the country and all of us. There is super chat by Sambit. Yes, it's about non-tech round question. Why our company of your interview preparation round course? How to tackle this question when attending interview at a service-based company? Okay, why our company? Sorry, I get that. Yes, in a lot of product based companies, they want to see that whether your vision and the company's vision align or not. Let's just say, for example, let's assume that uh, Byju's or an academy, these are big giants. So let's just say they are now at a scale of Google, assuming hypothetical situation. So they would like to hire people who actually resonate with them in the education domain. So whenever you're answering the question that why our company, you might want to answer in a similar fashion that yes, my alignment is towards the same, and look at my projects, they are all aligned with the same thing that you do. That is why I'm choosing your company. For example, if I had to join, hypothetical situation again, if I had to join, let's just say Razorpay or Whitehead Junior, and I say that, okay, compared to Razorpay, Whitehead Junior aligns more in the education domain, and so much all the work I have done is in the education. That's why I'm choosing you. So whenever you answer the question of why our company, make sure you're aligning your long-term vision as what's your passion with the company. And this is all abstract. You need to stitch it up with a proper format that you can, when these questions are being asked, you can answer them. So why our company? Always answer in the way that, yeah, our goals are aligning. That's the only way to tackle this question, at least from the interview perspective. Okay, there is another super chat by Apurv, and let me just find where that is. There we go. Okay, brought your Docker course. Even though you uploaded most of the videos for free, you are really doing good job. I aspire to help people like you are doing. Hey, thank you so much, Apurv. And yes, the Docker course is almost free. I just kept one section as a paid because I wanted to give section certificates as well. But most of the course is free. Even if you don't take my course, that's fine. And I think people like Apurv, I appreciate a lot, who value the stuff that I'm doing up here and are helping me out in the money part so that I can keep on providing these support. I don't have endless pit of money. No, that is not with me. It's people like Apurv who help me in bringing more courses and stuff. Okay, TCS Upstock. TCS. Yes, TCS. I do buy a lot of stock from TCS. It's one of my favorite company. Like, look at the company. They buy more, like they hire more people than you hire for making a building. Like, I don't know what they are doing with so many engineers and where they are going. Okay, scope in only UI development and salary for fresher. No, you don't do only UI. You do UI and UX both. It's like saying I know Java, I know C. What you're gonna do with Java and C until unless you are learning something to build with them, you are no good. Same for UI and UX. You know how to build a button, a segment, a spinner, but if you don't know how the user flow is gonna be there or how to advise a better user flow, you won't be doing much there. So both. I know it's harsh. It's not something you expected, but this is something you should go for that. And by the way, in case you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, consider that. Maybe a like in case you wish that. Otherwise, it's fine. Just enjoy, sit back, relax. I know some of you have turned down the video and you are just enjoying the audio. That's fine. Keep on doing that. Hello, Tesh. Is testing mandatory to become a software engineer? Nope and yes. No, because you don't write extensive, thorough testing when you are becoming a software engineer. But yes, because you do write some of the smaller unit tests if you become software engineer. But don't worry, everybody learns to write these tests when they go in the company and do some complex project work. So don't stress out too much on those unit tests. You will eventually learn it. It's not a big deal. Within a week, you can just uh, get something like Mocha or Chai and can write these tests. It's not big. Or probably I'll throw up a course, don't worry, or a crash course. That's not a big deal. I'll do that. Okay. There is another super chat, I guess. Nope. Okay. Join at persistent for 4.5 lakh. Any suggestion? Yes. Now is the time that you have joined. So your one uh, okay, your one anxiety about not getting a job is over. So I think now you can start focusing on the late nights and the Saturdays. Don't give your Saturdays and Sundays to any company. If Saturday is on, then that means you don't give Sundays to any company. Don't do that. Focus your Sunday on learning something, building something, or your side project, side hustle, whatever you're doing. Don't give entire week to any company. I don't ask it even for my company. I, in fact, encourage people to not work on Sunday, but rather build something or learn something from the entire LCO library that all has an access from our team. Okay, I'm happy that you don't have even one white hair. I have a few in my beard, two or three, and your hairline haven't even receded. Okay, something personal. I'm 22-year-old working in IT, got plenty of white hair and hairline has receded. How do you maintain your health? Gym, my friend, no matter what happens, I do my push up, my crunches. And you haven't seen me on Insta, looks like. If you'll follow me up on Insta, even you will get motivation to do workout. I do crazy workout on some days, like 2 hours of run or maybe 100 burpees on a day. And I share that on Instagram. And the reason why I share them on Instagram is just one. I want to encourage, motivate more people uh, that, yeah, do more work and stuff like that. You missed the super chat. I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe. Let's just assume. How to be good at programming logic and be good at competitive programming. Just take my interview preparation course and you will understand that how these logics are being come up. It's not like you need some guidance to actually get better in that. And I think once you get any of my free course and then all of that, something like that, you can do that. Okay, there's a super chat. Let me go there. Super chat from Rakesh Chandra Dash, thank you so much. Okay. Fatima, thank you so much for the super chat. And another one. Okay, working in MNC in a tool for past 2.5 years. I want to switch for Python Django roles. I'm not getting calls. Should I learn React to get calls, sir? Yes. Just alone the Python is not cutting up like that. But yes, you should definitely focus. I think you should take my just 299 or 399 or one. I don't remember the pricing of that. I need to check. But you just take my React course and that's it. You don't need anything else. And once you offer more into the table that I know React, I know Django, I can build APIs for you, I can build that, then companies say, okay, this guy is much more interested. Do you use Cypress in end-to-end testing? Yes. I don't reveal much of the tech that we use at LCO, but yes, we use Cypress. Cypress is go-to these days for us, and it's helping a lot. Also, I got a job as a Rails software engineer without any degree. See, he's doing a lot of good stuff. So through you, I want to tell everyone, yes, you can do it. Your views about Rails. Rails is good. We migrated from Rails. We were previously a whole lot of chunk on Rails. I didn't like it that much. It's powerful, no doubt. I'm not saying that it's not powerful or it's not good. It's great, but I think that it's not for me, so I'm not too much into the Rails. But it's a good, and again, as Apur says, he got a job without degree as well. But this doesn't mean he's encouraging that leave all of your degrees. No, you should complete your degrees too. But if you are just relying on degree or without degree, you can do it. But look at him; he is really getting pro with the projects and everything. So make sure you don't leave your degrees and say that, hey, a YouTuber did a live on Saturday, and there was a super chat in that. And those guys both convinced me to leave a job. Okay. Not interested in coding is learning cloud the way. Yeah, you don't need too much of coding. In fact, not like teeny tiny bit of coding for. You can just read English. That's all about coding. You can do fine there. Okay, are you excited about Windows 11? Yes, of course. I even posted a video on that. Didn't you saw that on my Instagram? Did I post it on YouTube? Probably not, but you should check it out. I'm really excited about Windows 11. I wish they could fix up their terminal so that I don't have to create separate videos for Windows guys. Installation could be breeze just with a command line. I wish they could support that much. Like really, dream come true. Thoughts on 24-inch M1 Mac? I think it's a good. The colors are horrendous. But performance-wise, I think I should move on to this because, this guy, what you're seeing up here, come on, wake up. This guy is getting old. I probably will do a giveaway. Hey, I recently did a giveaway of my laptop, actually. This was not a YouTube giveaway. If I would have done that, I probably could have earned 1 lakh more subscriber, but it was somebody in my vicinity, nearby area. He needed a laptop. I thought to first do a giveaway, but then I thought, hey, come on, already enough of people are doing giveaway on YouTube. This guy needs it more, so I gave away all of my old laptops. I don't have them now. Okay, Krishna says, can AI beat coding? Yes, of course. AI has already beaten everything. Coding, chess, driving, thinking, common sense. AI is far more superior, bro. Sorry. Sir, do you know Hindi? I know Hindi. I can understand full Gujarati. I know Marwadi. I can understand a whole lot of Marathi as well. I'm multilingual and I'm proud on that. Okay, sir, your opinion about government and private job. I never looked forward for the government job. I think I'm already doing a government job by paying them taxes on my 199 rupees courses, 18%. Damn. That's all my views. I don't get too much into a debate about government. They are all good at their own places, but I'm not meant for talking about the government job. I'm more here happy. Chandrasekhar says, Chandrakant says, how can I become Hitesh Chaudhary? Uh, I guess you need to give an advertisement in the paper for changing the name. Then you can become. There is a process in the code to change the name. Sorry, bad. But why do you want to become Hitesh? You shouldn't become Hitesh. You are Chandrakant Shinde and you should remain always Chandrakant Shinde. There is so much power in you. and probably you can do way more miracle than I'm doing. So you shouldn't become me. Never ever. Thank you so much, Sakit Ghosh, for the super chat. There is another super chat. There are a lot of super chats. These, I need to bring them up. Okay. Okay, so Harshit says, "Hey Tesh, is freelancing good? Then job in front end, any source for Indian origin?" Yes, freelancing is actually good, and if you're consistent, even on Fiverr and Freelancer, Upwork is a little tricky, but even on Fiverr you can make a whole lot of money. I know one of my relative actually made was easily making 60,000, 70,000 in just designing HTML and basic WordPress websites. So yeah, it happens. Jobs gives you more certainty of the salary will come up, but in the world of freelancing there is no certainty that project will come or not. Okay, Yash, thank you so much for the super chat. Nice beard and black and white photo. Love from Bangalore. I need to visit Bangalore. I'm missing some of the stuff and some food from Bangalore. When the things will open up? Next time I'll be on Bangalore, I'll probably announce in what company I am, and maybe you can all reach out to that company. I'll recommend some of you directly in the company to get a job. Maybe we can do a hiring drive for that company. I wish I can travel to Bangalore. Uh, why you leave ethical hacking? You have earned important certificates under your belt, but still, what makes you leave ethical hacking and move towards development? I enjoy community more here. The community in the web development, not just web actually, the whole development community is much more sharing, much more encouraging. They give you more of uh, encouragement that, hey, please do more, learn more. This is what I've learned, sharing. This is little less or was little less when I was in hacking or security or pen testing, whatever you say. At my time, it was more about stepping on somebody and then moving ahead. I didn't like that environment. So that's why I left uh, pen testing. It's much more better as a community now. But I think I'm much more happy as a developer and a teacher. I'm enjoying more here. Have you ever visited Vizag? Yes, once. I was there in the city for like 3 or 4 hours. I didn't explore it much, but yes, I visited Vizag. Okay, thank you so much for your courses. Your courses and teaching style is awesome. Please consider to make a course on system design. System design is definitely in the to-do list, but okay, since you have made this much of super chat, I can leak some of the inside info. Okay, I want financial course on LCO. No, we don't do that here. Okay, so what I can tell you a little bit more is that you are saying about the system design course that will come up. Surely that is 100% there in the to-do list, and that's an essential course to come out. But expect a lot more in the upcoming week. I'm telling you, take this very seriously. In this upcoming week, there's going to a lot is going to happen at LCO, and you all are going to be surprised like hell. This is really good. Uh, Rishikesh says, "Hi sir, thanks for pizza prize React course. Really enjoying it. Hey, thank you so much. And don't forget to send me up an iced tea whenever we catch up. In real, of course." Okay, let's pick up more super chat, and here it is. Have been in Android development for around 5 years. That's a good time. You have good experience. Took your JavaScript course and got good understanding. Did a project. Should I switch? Advice? Yes, of course. You have already spent 5 years in Android. I think it's time now. You have got all the experience that you need, and I think you can bring a lot more to the table on any company. That I have 5 years of Android experience, and I also know React Native or probably React. I think React Native will suit you more. So just after JavaScript, move on to my React course, that React Native course directly. You don't need to do React. Skip that course. And I think you will do miracle, and your package may double at least. No promises, no promises, but I think you can do a lot better in payment wise, because 5 years of experience, when you bring this core Android 5 years of experience on the table, you are a pro developer already. I can sense that. and on top of that you bring up something with JavaScript and modern tech like React Native, I think you can double or triple down your package pretty easily. And maybe you can crack up some big companies like Flipkart and Target and all these. No doubt, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you do that. Okay. Uh, Everything is just frozen right now. There's so much of super chats and chats are coming up. It's just get frozen sometime. Okay. Any views on Golang future? It's bright. I think you should keep an eye and do it as a hobby project once in a while. Golang, it's not getting that much of attention. I don't know why, but it's gonna explode one day. It's gonna explode. I am doing a lot of prediction here, but I somehow feel that it's a very well designed, thought out language. Why don't a lot of people are not switching over that? Okay. Another super chat by Santosh. Thank you so much. Will the surprise be on YouTube or LCO website? LCO website. YouTube, what's the surprise here? There are lots of ads. No matter how hard you try to put up a series or anything, people spend up watching more time in just unnecessary videos. It's a good distraction. A lot of ads are there, which I'm happy about, but there's nothing too much going on at YouTube. Maybe I'll roll out a few courses or series on YouTube. That's it. There's nothing too much going on YouTube. Okay. Is Dino gone already? I think so. It feels like it's already gone. Please provide some internship through LCO. I tried twice, burnt my hands on that, bad experience, and since then I haven't opened up my doors for the internship. They promise so much that we know this, we know that, we have done this project, this work, this course, and when you assign them even a tiny small fraction task, they just fail in that miserably. Happened with me twice. I don't know how to select. And even if you ask them all these computer programming and all these questions, they just do it really well there because all they have done is just these questions. And when you, these are interns, you cannot grill them by giving a project and all of that. These are just interns. And again, it's not really a good experience, or probably I haven't cracked up the process yet. So there's a super chat. What's your opinion regarding the Power BI? Sorry, I cannot read your name. I guess that's in Punjabi, or is it in some South language? Uh, Terribly sorry, I couldn't understand the name. But anyways, what's your opinion about Power BI? It's getting great. If you're somebody who is a data analyst, Power BI is a must-have tool, and you should do some of the projects on that as well. It's really fantastic. I don't have personal experience with that, but I've seen some of my colleagues doing it, and when they came up with the prediction of Netflix charts and graph, too beautiful. Like anybody can understand that, and I can easily see how much impact they're going to make on the business decision when you present anything in the Power BI. It's a game changer. Okay, sir, I want to learn more in React Native like Hermes, bridges, and more depth BTS thing. Do you think docs are enough, or should I grind myself between experienced developers? Experienced developers. Docs, books, nothing are enough because the challenges that you're talking about, they are not available anywhere. Even on the small scale companies, they are not available. So the only way to grill between them is to move into some companies which previously was having a project on native, and now they are into migrating phase of React Native and they are in between. That is kind of a company you might be looking up for because they have created enough of bridges between the iOS and they are migrating. So I think only and only grinding yourself between experienced developer can do it. There is no chance you can extract that information from docs or even books. Forget about courses. Like, why would I make a course of this much of tech, which requires an entire year of work, and then charge 199? I would never do that. Such kind of course, if you get one, it will cost 25,000 rupees, which people are not ready to give as of now, and don't have in that quantity that any experienced developers sit and do that much of work. So it is impossible to find these courses. Okay, there's a super chat. Completance 3 course, please, with 5G Lena simulation. I don't think so. That's happening anytime soon. Simulation and these kinds of courses I have done once with the NS3, and to this date, still I get all these calls from MTech and PhD student. Please help me to complete my PhD. Please help me to complete my master's. Don't want to do that. Really bad. So won't be touching those courses anytime soon. Okay, you can now stop sending the super chat. I would be ending this session very, very soon. So stop sending the super chat now. Please bring a Python plus machine learning master course. There is already one course available at LCO. They are separate Python machine learning course, but yes, there will be more in the future. But right now, there is already one. Okay, I have a couple of job offers for which one is from Infi, but they are paying me less than the others. Should I reject Infi or views on multiple offers? Uh, how do you look yourself? Is money the most important thing right now? Not judging, it is. It is for a lot of us. We have responsibilities. We are not talking about kids, free everything. We have responsibilities. You and me are talking about on the maturity ground. If right now there are some responsibilities like loan, maybe some debt, then choosing Infi would be much more better option. It comes with a job security. It's a big organization. Even if it is like little less, go for that and clear up all of your debts first. That would be better decision. But if that's not like a pressure situation, you don't have too much of debt on you or loan on you, then moving into the company which you more like, I am assuming that situation is here, but is paying you little less, then I would go for that. It all depends on what kind of responsibilities and debt you are holding. That is going to define this decision. And don't think too much. Just answer this. Debt, go for Enfi. No debt, go for that. That's it. It's simple. Okay, your views on Spring Boot plus React. It's one of the like big tech giant stack that is never going to let you down. Like Spring Boot is really awesome. For a lot of big tech stack, they use its Spring and React combination. React is integrating everywhere. So that's all. Okay, so I have all the good news in stack for that. What do you use for prototyping? Mostly, I use InVision as well as a combination of Adobe XD. I know, weird combination, but that's what I do mostly. Okay, let me help you by getting you a water reminder. No, not water reminder. I'm feeling hungry. I need to take my dinner now. So I'll be going up now and expect a little bit more in the upcoming few weeks. Hopefully, I'll able to bring. Don't want to bring up your expectation too high. Okay, there is one final super chat. Let me take that. Suggest some web frameworks in Golang. GoFiber is the only one right now which is reliable. It's very hard with the default and not net HTTP. What about DSA in Golang? I wouldn't go that much far in Golang for the DSA. The language needs to, you need to explore more on the language. So I wouldn't go for DSA with Golang, at least as of now. If you're looking for a framework for web, GoFiber is the only one right now. Okay, last one here. And this was the previous one super chat. So I think I've answered that. And there is another one which went up just about. Please don't send any super chat now, please, please, please. Okay, sir, what technologies will you suggest for Android? React Native or Fiber or something like that? Oh, wow, Fiber. Come on, I'm really hungry now. What am I saying? Fiber. How can I say that? I was saying Flutter and React Native, but this is what happens when you feel a little bit hungry. So I'm hungry for the dinner. I'll go up there. There's another super chat. What's the deal with Yugabyte DB hiring fresh devs? They open source it while they are hiring. Somebody is doing open source doesn't mean they will stop hiring. No, they will still operate as operating that service as their own hosting with their own reliability. So obviously they will be doing a business. There is a business on top of open source as well. Open source doesn't mean it's a donation. There is still a business around there. So it's not like they are going anywhere. Okay, why Stack Overflow users are so rude? They try to give useless motivation. They must understand that the only reason why we ask question is because it's our only choice left. Uh, I sometimes find that the rudeness of the Stack Overflow is good because maybe you are asking the question which is rhetorical, which is already being answered at multiple places. So they openly abuse that kind of question. I understand that as a beginner, you are asking there because you're not finding solution, but sometimes the solution is not by somebody else. Sometimes you need to just drill into down your own code base and find a solution. So yeah. Okay, so thanks for the response. Good night, sir. Thank you so much, and good night to all of you as well. I've spent 20 minutes extra. It's almost an hour and a half long stream. Come on, guys, this much in this quality. So again, thank you so much for joining up, and I will definitely try to come up again on the next Saturday at around 9-ish. And join me up on Instagram for the more frequent updates that I pull up there. And again, in case you haven't downloaded, at least try and download that teacher theme that I posted on the VS Code. Maybe you'll like it. If not, just uninstall it right away. No harsh feeling. Okay. Uh, make this video downloadable after live. All videos on YouTube are downloadable. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. Okay. That's it for this one. Make sure you are staying healthy as well. And just like always, enjoy life a little bit as well and learn a little bit as well. That's it for this Saturday live. Nice session. I hope you have enjoyed it. And let's catch up in another such awesome live Saturday session, 9 p.m. Remember, Indian time, of course.